All right, I'm doing an oil change on my Jeep, and I wasn't even going to show this. This has been done a million times on the Jeep Wrangler. I'm just doing an oil change. First time on this vehicle. Go to take my drain plug off. 13 mil. Well, I started with a 13 mil. No go. Moved on to vice grips. No go. In the end, I got it off with a pipe wrench with a bar on the end of the pipe wrench. So, yeah, why? I don't know. I mean, I know that the last thing you would want to do is lose your oil, but I mean, gosh, it does not have to be that tight. Luckily, I did manage to get it off. I was starting to contemplate dropping the oil pan, and the oil pan on the oil pans on these vehicles are tiny, just a tiny little oil pan, and I almost just popped it down, but luckily it came out. So I ran out and bought a replacement. I mean, not the end of the world, it's an extra $6 or $7, but yeah, there's just no need for anything like that to be so tight. All right, I'm done with this. So I just finished saying that there was absolutely nothing to see here on this oil change, standard stuff. However, this is my first time doing an oil change on this Wrangler, and so the oil filter lives up here, the housing and everything, and I thought to myself, well, what a great design. This is fantastic. I mean, you can take your filter out, not one drop of oil will fall to the ground. Beautiful. Of course, once you pop this cover off, and that cover is literally just clipped in, piece of cake. So here's my new filter. Here's the cap, brand new O-ring, nothing to it. 24 mil socket to take it off. So I take the old filter out, I discard it like you normally would, and I put the new filter in. Good to go. It was only when I looked at the old filter, I had the old filter discarded over here, and I picked this up to throw it out, and then this little spring fell out. I thought, well, what the heck is that? Why is there a spring inside my filter? So I got on YouTube, as you normally would. I read up on a few forums, and I found this out. It turns out that what this is that there is an oil filter bypass valve built into the mechanism, and mine obviously broke. And apparently this is a very common issue. So inside on this long stem, there is where the spring lives, and the spring has a little carrier. So of course I only saw the spring with my filter, so I came back in here and I fished around, and sure enough I could see a little piece in here, and what I pulled out was this. It's the little carrier assembly. And after doing a little bit of reading, I come to find out that this is very common, that these break all the time. So when I was just finished saying that this was a great design, well, I was dead wrong. This is absolutely hideous. Look how little and flimsy this plastic is. So I fished this piece out, and I mean, God knows what else is down there. I took the shop vac and I sucked out the cavity in case any little bits of plastic would be in there. I don't know. I either sucked them up or they're down in the engine somewhere, but anyway. So this is a 2012, and apparently they corrected this issue after 2014. Now luckily, Dorman came up with a fix for this, and until Dorman came up with the fix, the solution for this was to replace this entire housing assembly which runs underneath. And there's a cooler in there, there's coolant lines that plug in, there's a temperature sensor. This is reminiscent of working on a Chevy Cruze. Like, This is garbage. Too much plastic around hot oil, in my opinion, but that's just me. What do I know? Let's look at this Dorman kit. Thank God they came up with this. This is the Dorman kit. I don't know if you can see that. 917992. And what it is, it's a replacement spring with the little carrier assembly. I think it goes something like this. So then you can slide this into the tube. I'll have to figure out exactly how this goes in. But this is the bypass valve. And from what I gather, if you just put your filter in with the cap, your oil will still get filtered. However, without the bypass valve, if your filter element was to become clogged, then the oil would have nowhere to go, and that cartridge or canister could get pressurized and potentially leak or burst. So for the sake of $40, and yes, I paid $40 for this. Amazon had it for $22, but I did not want to wait, so I just picked this up. I just ran to CarQuest and picked this up. So let's see how this slides in, and yeah, I'm gonna make sure it goes in the right way now. So here's the little arrangement here. You can see that, the spring and the little plunger, and it goes down like this. So this acts as the valve. Let's see if I can put this in place without dropping anything. Okay, let's try to put that in. There we go. There's our little valve. Springs up and down on this other plastic cage, which is okay. That's the bypass valve. Okay, here's our brand new filter with the cap. Put this in without disturbing anything. Okay, that's it. Just got to thread that down now. All right, I got my cover started. So let's just bring it down with this 24 mil. It's even better if it's purple. I'm just going to bring it down till the O-ring touches. Light snug, and that's it. So that is our oil change. Gosh, kind of hideous. Kind of hideous. But that's what you get for modern cars. Modern cars are all kind of the same. Thing of beauty. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.